Hello students, welcome to online audio video lessons, an initiative taken by Set Vidya Mandir English High School affiliated to CBSE. Myself Mridula Kadevru, mathematics teacher for standard 6th. So children, today let us continue with our chapter 14 practical geometry. So children, let us start with the chapter. Students, let us continue with exercise 14.6, question number 5, that is C, 90 degrees. So for that, what you have to do, again draw a straight line, mark it as L, take any point O on it, and then with O as center and convenient radius, what you have to do, draw an arc. I have drawn an arc where it is meeting at a point A. Now with A as center and with same radius, cut it here. We get 60 degrees, but we need how much? 90. We need still more. So what we will do? With this as center, draw another point. So let me mark these 2 points as B and this as C. So this will be 60, this will be 120. Now what we have to do? We need 90. So it lies between B and C. So the measure between B and C is 60. So what we will do? We will find the bisector of this. So to construct the bisector, what we do? Take B and C as centers and radius more than half of BC. Draw an arc. I will draw here, and with B as center, draw another arc. Mark it as D. Now join OD. So children, when you join, you get a angle of 90 degrees. No need to measure. When you see, you will understand it is 90 degrees. Children, be careful and concentrate properly. These already I have repeated in before sessions, but still I am repeating so that you will be perfect. Now next is 120 degrees. So children, for 120, again draw a line. Name it as L. Take any point on this line. Mark it as any alphabet of your choice. I will mark it as O. With O as center and convenient radius, what you have to do? You have to draw an arc. So this is the arc. Now with same radius and with this as center, so mark this point first. I will mark it as P. Now with P as center and same radius, cut the arc. When you cut the arc, you get an angle of 60. So for 120, what you will do? Double of 60. So with this point as center, cut the arc again. Mark these points as Q and R. Now join OR. And when you join, you get an angle of 120 degrees. You can just cross check your answer whether your construction is correct or no with the help of the protractor. There may be slight changes, that is okay. Markings of 1 degree or 2 degrees, little bit changes, that is accepted. Is it clear? Next we have 45 degrees. So for that we will do again same thing, 60. First we will draw 60 degrees angle and then try to find 45. So for that, draw a line, mark a point O on it, and with convenient radius, what you have to do, children? You have to draw an arc. And when you draw an arc, for the first thing you do, mark it M. Now with same radius, draw another arc. So you get N. So this is 60 degrees, but the thing which we need is 45. So what I will do? I will find the bisector of 60 degrees. Or you can construct a 120 degrees angle to form 90 degrees and then bisect it. So this is 60. With this as center, draw another arc. M and O is already there. I will mark it as P. Now this is 120 degrees here. So what I will do? With N and P as centers and radius more than half of NP. Is it half of NP? Now draw a arc. With P as center, draw arc, and with N as center, draw arc. Mark it as Q. Now join OQ. So children, when you join, you get 90 degrees angle. Mark this point as R. But we need 45. So when you bisect this 90 degrees, bisect means exactly into two parts. So 90 when you divide into two parts, you get 2 1s are 2, 2 4s are 8, 2 5s are 10, 45, isn't it? So we will bisect this 90 degrees angle. Now take M and R as your centers, which come in the right angle triangle. Now take radius with M as center and radius more than half the length of MR. Is it more than half of MR? Okay, now draw an arc with M as center as well as with R as center. You get a point now. Mark this as S. Now join OS. So children, when you join, you get an angle of 45 degrees. Cross check it with the help of your protractor. See here children, it is exactly coinciding with 45. Now my answer is correct. Now moving on to next one, that is 135 degrees. Now construction of 135 degrees. Take a line L, mark point O, and with O as center and convenient radius, now draw a semicircle, not just an arc, but the arc should be a semicircle. So I will take this one, and with the same this point as the center and same radius, cut the arc. This becomes 60, this becomes 120, 120 plus 60, it becomes 180. So when you draw an arc, it becomes here 60, 120. Now when you draw 90, 90 plus 45, you get 135, isn't it? So first construct 90 degrees angle with these two arcs, with C as center and radius more than half of BC. Draw an arc. When you draw an arc like this, you get a point. Mark this point as D. Now join OD. Now it is a right angle. Mark this point where it intersects as E and this point as F. Now when you see this completely, we have drawn a semicircle, isn't it? That means we have taken 180 degrees completely. So this angle is also 90 and this angle is also 90. So 90 plus 45, 45 degrees we need this side, but when you see this one, this is 90 degrees, isn't it? So what we will do, we will construct the angular bisector for 90 degrees of this side. Now take F as center and radius more than half. Take more than half and then draw a bisector, and with E as center, draw a bisector. Join O G. Join OG. So children, I have now joined. Now the angle formed here, this is 135 degrees. You can cross check it with the help of your protractor. See here children, it is exactly coinciding with 135 degrees. Can you observe? Yes. So this is how we need to construct. Practice this at your home again.